Of all animals, man is the most cruel. He is the only one who inflicts pain for the pleasure of doing it. Mark Twain. Animals and human beings have coexisted together since the beginning of time. However, as evolution progressed, humans became the predominant species, leaving animals to fend for themselves and become the victims. It is now 2012, and humans have reached an extreme in which they abuse their power over all other mammals. There are very few Canadian laws that protect animals and their rights, and the few that do prevail are extremely outdated. It is also not the first priority of law enforcement to detain citizens who break these rules and laws. Animal rights must be updated to better protect all categories of animals from deliberate human action causing harm and/or discomfort. The categories of animals affected by the absence of these laws include companionship animals, research animals, and wildlife animals. Companion animals, such as my dog Pepper, provides the family with love, company, and friendship. He's one of my best friends and I love him dearly. However, he is one of the lucky ones. Many pets are subject to filthy and unsanitary conditions where they are unwanted and uncared for. That is, even if they make it to a shelter. In 2010, Canadian animal shelters admitted approximately 143,218 animals at the very least. Of those admitted, 46% were adopted and 36% were euthanized. Due to extreme overpopulation in animal shelters, millions of animals are killed annually since there is not enough space or resources to properly care for these animals in a safe and respectful manner. That would be paradise compared to the animals who are bred and bought from puppy mills. Puppy mills have conditions that would make any pet owner cringe at the simple thought. Of all the dogs suffer and are severely malnourished. They live in crates made of wood and wire that can be stacked as high as 4 stories. Giving the dogs little to no room, and when the crates are stacked on top of each other, excrement falls from the crates above, making the conditions unsanitary and unhealthy. Since these puppies are not allowed out of their cages, they develop health and behavioral issues, making them not fit for a family. After 6 weeks, the puppies are sent to pet shops where they are sold to the public. Please help make a change in your own home and community. Don't buy from pet stores. Instead, adopt from shelters and donate your time whenever possible. Wild animals, on the other hand, are hunted, trapped, and kept in captivity for humans to use as decoration, entertainment, fashion, sport, and food. Hunting has been considered a way of life, a tradition, and a sport for many years. However, society has changed drastically. We no longer have to hunt for our own food. We have other sports and it is not valued as a tradition. Nevertheless, hunting still occurs and over 100 million animals are killed each year by registered hunters in the USA alone. It is estimated that for every animal killed and claimed by a hunter, 2 other animals are hurt and unrecovered who die slowly. Trapping is a whole other issue where animals are captured in traps mainly for their fur. Animals undergo excruciating amounts of pain when trapped and can suffer anywhere between 24 hours and 5 days before being retrieved by the trapper. There are 3 main types of traps, the first being leg hold traps, the second being body grips, and the third being snares. There is legislation in place to help regulate the needs of trapping, but these are rarely enforced. Animals in captivity are also a huge issue. Since their behavioral, psychological, and social needs are not met, wild animals are meant to be in the wild. Even if they are born into captivity, they are still not domesticated and have primal instincts that can seriously harm or kill other human beings. Animals in zoos, circuses, and aquariums are the most common types of entertainment in which animals are showcased. Animals are meant to stay in the wild, where they can properly grow and thrive according to the needs of nature. Humans should not interfere with for selfish purposes. Instead, we should raise awareness and avoid products and entertainment who abuse animals. Research animals are widely used for cosmetic and medical testing. These tests are conducted in laboratories that kill millions of animals per year. Animal testing is not always accurate, and there are more reliable, less expensive alternatives that do not harm animals and produce more accurate results. A common test performed is the Drazy Eye Irritation Test to see how the ingredients cause damage and/or harm to the eye. Rabbits are typically used for this test. However, they do not have tear ducts like humans and therefore have no means of washing away this substance. As the substance is placed in their eyes, the poor helpless rabbits screech as it is their only defense mechanism. Only after the desired reaction occurs is the rabbit either killed or put into further testing. This is a prime example of how animal welfare completely is disregarded by ignorant humans. This is only one of endless examples of how many animals are violated for human benefit. There are several laws pertaining to cosmetics in Canada, however none mention specific requirements or consequences for animal testing. Take the initiative and buy products that are animal-free testing. Any way you look at it, animal cruelty is wrong. Animals need rights and they need to be enforced. Canadian legislation must be updated in accordance to Canada's current society. We're all part of the animal kingdom and therefore we must respect one another.